Great time. And hopefully next
And maybe even some of us older owners is, to help. But I'm back.
What is up, peoples? Welcome to the Game Cafe. I'm your boy Jay. I got with me Shadow Fox.
What's going on? What's going on?
And we're here to talk about what we saw, the new trailer for KI Season 3, and that is Kim Woo.
Most definitely.
She is back in a trench coat.
Yeah.
A trench coat.
No fishnet.
No fishnet, which is... let's get into that right now. Look. Look.
I gotta have it.
Yeah, y'all got to give me a costume with a fishnet. I know y'all trying to be politically correct. Y'all don't want to anger no feminists, but damn that. Put that joke back the way we had it, all right? At least give me one costume with her original costume, please.
Because I guarantee you Tusk gonna still be shirtless.
I guarantee you Tusk gonna still be in them damn Conan draws.
Loincloth, super loincloth, whatever you want to call it.
Looking like a broke He-Man. Although his theme music better be in the game. That's a solitary must. But yeah, I mean that kind of threw me off. But I have to say, I did kind of like how they presented the trailer in and of itself. With her, like, they actually did a thing where you saw her training when she first got the nunchucks and basically beating her own ass.
Yeah, because she was not good.
Yeah.
She was the opposite of good at that point. She was definitely needing some help.
Needing some serious help. But I also found it interesting because, like you said, this is going to be Gargos. We ain't getting no idol.
Nah, no idol for us. But you know, she mentioned Gargus in the trailer. So clearly, at some point, he's gonna be revealed. But he's probably going to be the absolutely last character. I think they're going out of their way to troll. We spoke about that before, but I think they're intentionally going about a way to troll and say, you know, yeah, Gargus is coming. We've got 4 characters related to him, and wait. So
yeah. We ain't getting Gargus to the end of the year.
Yeah, more than likely it'll be at the tail end. Stay tuned for season 4.
Well, here's my thing. I liked her moveset in it. The moveset looked very. It looked like they took what they had in 2 and just went Soul Calibur, Maxi crazy with it.
Yeah, it's kind of like her. I don't think her nunchucks are a linker from what I saw there. It is more kicks. So the roundhouse kicks that she used to have, and it looks like her split kick is a linker now too, because she did one in the middle of a combo instead of at the end. So it just looks like that's more what she's trying to get at. But I'm trying to figure out what exactly this dragon deal is supposed to be. So I made a joke in 2 podcasts ago that, you know, she's gonna pull this giant glowing ninja star out of her bra or something, because there's nothing else. There's nowhere else to pull it from. But so I guess that's gone, and now it's a dragon. So maybe the dragon is representing her nunchucks, kind of.
I'm guessing because the way it looked is like it's a dragon deity or whatever.
Yeah, and it's following her.
Because like it was one of the movesets that she was doing when she was fighting against Shadow Jago was the dragon. It looked like 1 or 2 were just like swirling around her, kind of like
it's like the daggers with Maya.
Yeah, with Maya.
I'm sorry, Maya. Killer Instinct 2 says Maya.
Yeah, Maya. So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, and on top of that, it kind of reminded me of the move at the end where the dragon shot out was like Orchid's Fire Cat.
Yeah. So, we shall see, but I don't know.
We shall see. Voice, she sounded like Jubilee, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she sounds way too young. But at the same point in time, she didn't say anything in Killer Instinct 2 other than, you know, yeah.
That was about it.
But then again, Orchid was the same way too. But Orchid was also, you would expect her to talk before you would expect Kim Woo to talk.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But as long as they make her in-game voice, in-combo voice, at least similar to Killer Instinct 2, which is odd because I just got through playing Killer Instinct 2 like a couple days ago. Well, actually, last night I played it too, but it's just weird seeing them. They clearly took reference material and they tried to go tit for tat all the way through her character design, motion capture, and even voice samples. I would say I think they even, whoever is doing the voice, they probably got her like, hey, here's a whole bunch of clips of every sound effect she does in the game. Can you come close to that? So we'll see. But so far it doesn't sound out of the ordinary when she's fighting. It's just the voiceover for the trailer is kind of corny.
Yeah, and I will say this: I do kind of, even though it's kind of corny, I do kind of like the fact that they are trying a little bit of a more lighthearted character.
Yeah,
just to kind of keep some balance going.
Yeah, and well, I think if they actually stick with the whole with the whole Battletoads thing, that might be pretty close.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this season gonna be way lighthearted.
Yeah, and the closest to being lighthearted we had was last season was TJ Combo. Everybody else was all super serious. Yeah, like Arya is
to an extent.
Yeah, the Thunder was super serious. He's like, "Where is Eagle?" I'm like, "Well, Eagle is now Cinder, so deal with it."
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the point. But I will say this: props to Iron Galaxy for the obvious Big Trouble in Little China references.
Yeah, quite a few of those. That's just, oh my god!
If I didn't know any better, that was coming damn near close to copyright infringement.
But I was kind of wondering about that, and then I saw the the backgrounds and everything else they did. I was kind of interested because I'm like, shouldn't that be TJ Combo's alternate stage, the street level? But it's I'm just wondering how that could go, because at this point I think there should be multiple stages per character anyway. But obviously we're talking about that's more grandiose than probably what the skill of this game is going to be, because at the end of the day this game was originally envisioned as a free-to-play game. So I guess we should be happy with what we have, but stage fatals and multiple stages to me just seems like a no-brainer at this point. And there's a total of like maybe 6 stage enters, I guess, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's progressing.
Yeah,
I think there were only 3 in the original games.
Yeah, because I also found that a little bit, because I'm so used to like Dead or Alive doing it and multiple fighting games doing it now, where you have like multiple levels to stages and stuff. I just assumed that we would get that as well, but then when it didn't happen, I'm like, okay, maybe they're trying to keep it in line with the original KI.
Yeah, because the first one was TJ's, and I'm like, if you're gonna do it in TJ's stage, like that big ass bell, and you're obviously in a tower where you can fall. Why is that not that's a no-brainer for Jago's stage? And I was just wondering why that didn't. You figure they would have went back and did that, but maybe there was something with regards to the engine that may have prevented that. And since they made TJ's stage from scratch, maybe they had the opportunity to do that, and they can't go back at this point unless they rebuild the entire game. So. And
Iron Galaxy probably didn't even try and do that.
Yeah, they're not. They're like, oh, well, Double Helix made all this. Let's not touch all that. And, maybe. So, but so far, so good. I like. And the end of the trailer, I called it, but I didn't call it. So I didn't say who specifically, but I did say that franchise. I was thinking maybe more Spartan.
I thought it was going to be like Vale or Kelly or somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's either a chieftain or that is Arbiter. One
I'm thinking Arbiter.
Yeah, because they showed an elite. I mean, obviously we don't know specifically who, because the side of his face, they didn't show both sides of his face. Yeah. But towards the end they showed the plasma sword, and that could assume whether it's him, or it could be just another elite, so or chieftain.
And since they were on Sang Helios, seeing as how I know that because I just got through playing that level in the campaign on Halo 5. Yeah, I'm leaning toward it being Arbiter just because Arbiter is the more well-known name.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably just go with that. So I'm thinking this season, outside of Tusk and Kim probably just going to be a bunch of guest characters.
Yeah. So I would say Tusk, Kim Rash, Arbiter, and if they do another guest character, I'm still trying to. We were trying to figure that out before. Who would it be? Like at this point,
Cloud. No. I don't know. Because and therein lies the problem. You know, they had some pretty decent first party. Maybe they can go back to some of that old OG Xbox development games that they had.
Some of it, not all of it, because Rise Up, I'm good. I'm so good. I don't need. Some of that stuff was kind of hard to go back to.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe they can pull somebody off of one of their older games that they haven't brought back. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that obviously could have. I guess the problem was they were reaching for an audience that was already sewn up, if you will. Like Kung Fu Chaos was not going to take away from Smash Brothers, and Tao Fang was not going to take away from Mortal Kombat. It's just Microsoft tried, and they found the stuff that stuck to the wall were shooters and third-person action games, or basically cover-based shooters. So those are the things that stuck, and those are the franchises that developed from that. Now they kept trying to do different stuff, Sunset Overdrive and other things like that, but it just was not anything that was a good formula for them. Like even Viva Pinata was a great success outside of the Xbox 360, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
So it was. I don't know what to say about it other than you would think that a game that, because by this time right now, I want to say by the time that game started ramping down, there were about maybe 30 million Xbox 360s in the wild, and that's a lot. That's a huge user base for that time frame. I know the Wii was hot or whatever, selling like hotcakes or whatever, but you have this potentially large franchise across a large user base, and it can't. I think that's one of those franchises that had to sell over time, but that's another issue altogether. And it wouldn't fit in Killer Instinct anyway.
Well, the only other thing I can think of that could probably help the situation if they were gonna go this route is actually from one of those games that Phil had talked about, them having more first party games coming out this year. Pull a character from one of those upcoming games.
Yeah,
that's how you can get some, and then you ingratiate people. Let it be known, hey, this game releases this year, blah 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 blah. This is character, and that way people can get to know him. And I hate to have to say it, but pull a Smash Brothers with it.
Yeah, put the main character from Scalebound in it because nobody knows who that guy is. Yeah,
I mean, in that way you can drum up your hype for that game by letting people get a taste of the character first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how I viewed Smash Bros. Because like Smash Bros. Would sit up and do stuff like that. They would especially Melee when it opened in the first beginning in the launch window for the GameCube, and you saw how all the characters looked.
Yeah.
So when their games came out, you was already ready for it because you already had been exposed to it. So that's what I think they could do with Killer Instinct. Since like I said, at this point they didn't got all the characters outside of Tusk that we know is coming because they already confirmed it.
Yeah, to the point where, and what you were just talking about, like with the GameCube launch thing, that was actually pivotal because people were still waiting on Perfect Dark Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And it never came to GameCube, but everybody knew because look, we've seen assets, we've seen stuff running on at least prospective hardware.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people were looking for a lot of those franchises. People were still looking for the Rebirth game, basically to show that they could do real time lighting engines and stuff like that in in the GameCube environment or whatever, and it showed how to do FMV and stuff like that too. So you had games like that, Two Human, Raven Blade, all that kind of stuff was left at the cutting room floor, but it made such an impact that, you know, it had a lasting impression upon people all the way into the end of the fifth generation. So you know, I'm sorry, the sixth generation, but that's just, they should do that now, and I think they should do it at the start of, you know, whatever the Xbox successor is too. Like at that event, start to show your staples, start to show Master Chief, start to show the Killer Instinct characters, start to show if there is a sequel to Sunset Overdrive, start showing that kind of stuff so they can build their brands instead of just showing Master Chief in a car.
Yeah.
So it's so
I've never understood that. I've never understood why people never did that.
Yeah, that's one thing Nintendo's good at. They'll do that all day. And at one point, Sony was good at it too. I think once the whole hardcore game, if you will, or the mature game started to become more popular, that's what they kind of lost sight of that. And I'm slightly behind. She does have fishnets. I'm looking at the video now.
Where at? Because I remember seeing that video like 5 times in a row yesterday. So I don't. I remember seeing the biker shorts.
She has them, but she has like anklets, I guess, covering them.
Oh, see, that's not real. See, that right there is teasing, and I don't like that. Do not tease me, Microsoft. Do not tease me, Iron Galaxy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the original costume, you know, like they do with everybody.
Yeah, it looks like she has like belts wrapped around her thighs. She has belt wrapped around her thighs, and then right below that is those are the fishnets, and then right after that she has like purple booties and some wedges. Believe it or not,
I know.
Weird. And somehow Optimus Prime just showed up in the middle of her stage.
Or yeah, basically. I mean, that's what made it kind of, you know, funny to me, was that whole spot, because I'm like, okay, and plus she's doing the whole Deadpool non-stop talking.
Yep, the whole time.
Turkey, which actually works for the trailer in my opinion. But yeah, she does sound young. She does sound like Jubilee. Not a bad thing, but hey, some people might be turned off to that. I'm not.
Well, you know, some people, they fetishize that kind of stuff, and then it immediately escalates to jailbait. So
yes, it does. To which I start laughing.
Yeah, because I'm still looking now, and I do not think the nunchucks are a linker from what I'm looking at right here. It looks like it's only kicks.
It looks like a pop up though.
Yeah, she might use that as an anti-air. But it looks like her nunchucks are literally like a 1 or 2 hit special move, but they don't appear to link any combo. It's literally just her kicks, and she has this another special move where she vaults over the opponent, like she does like a little flip to switch sides, kind of like how Thunder does. So that looks to be kind of like a linker too.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how that's going to work out, because in the trailer, the back half of that trailer actually looks a lot. It looked like it was a lot of Maxi from Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, and there's that too. Yeah, but Maxi, Maxi was always a favorite character in that franchise. Anyway, everybody liked playing with him.
Yeah, so that's what it started looking like toward the back half of that trailer, when she's doing all the flip kicks, the vaults, all that. Like, this reminds me a lot of Maxi.
Yeah.
A lot of Maxi. But hey, you know, I'm looking forward to it, because Kim Woo was a favorite of mine in KI2, especially in the arcade version.
Yeah, she was cool
in the arcade. She was like one of my favorites. So we shall see. I mean, I don't know. They didn't say when season 3 officially starts, and we don't know who the first character is going to be, because I don't think it's going to be Rash.
Yeah, I think season 3, they originally were trying to say around March-ish.
Yeah, but I'm thinking she's going to be the first character. I think Rash is going to probably come a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there is anything official I don't see anything official regarding that. I'm trying to. Yeah, there's nothing from the Killer Instinct site that's saying that the Ultra Combo. Yeah, Ultra Combo is not saying anything about it. And Microsoft ain't saying there's nothing, unless maybe somebody interviewed somebody and said when it was. But I thought that it was slated for around the March time frame.
Well, that's what I want to say, because when season 2 debuted, it was at the first beginning of the year.
Yeah. It was like maybe the end of this month, maybe last year. But this says here, okay, so this is what it was. This is where we got it from. During a Twitch live stream in January, somebody said that the game is going to launch in March on Windows 10. But it didn't say anything about Xbox One yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this game's coming out on Xbox One. They're not going to just make it for Windows 10. That doesn't make any sense. So I know there were some people that were complaining about that because they didn't hear anything. I'm like, I don't see them not putting this on Xbox One. That's just I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, I don't. It's obviously coming. I mean, like, I put it this way, to the point where when you sign in to the game, it's still pointing to stuff talking about season 3. So if it's not coming to Xbox One, that would be kind of dumb.
That would be stupid.
Yeah, that would be extra stupid.
Yeah, and I don't think your boy's going to do nothing that stupid. I don't think Spencer's going to allow that to happen. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I seriously don't think he'll do nothing that stupid.
So the person that said it was coming out in March was Adam Isgreen, I guess, and that's from Siliconera. They published this article, I guess, after they interviewed him during the Twitch live stream. He said it's coming. It says launching in March exclusively through Windows 10, but Windows 10 is also running on Xbox One. So I don't. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Unless he was just saying that to try to get the whole Windows 10 thing.
Yeah, the PC market, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, because I understand what Microsoft is doing in that respect, because they're trying to integrate Windows 10 with everything. So maybe that's why they like, okay, we're gonna say this first, we're gonna keep it in everybody's head first, but silently put it out to Xbox One the same day.
It's more likely that a PC owner is going to watch a Twitch stream where they're getting this information than an Xbox One owner. That's just numbers. Yeah. So maybe that's what they were trying to say, because it was like, hey, don't go on Steam and look for this game because it won't be there. You know.
We're doing this through our stuff.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. I'm Nunchucks gold. I got a piece of fishnet, so yeah. Whatever. And she's kicking. She kicks high.
Well, okay. Ain't got nothing on that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I played last night. Played a little bit of Cinder's Rival Story, which is not that bad. They did a good job on that. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm more looking forward to who else they're bringing, since we do know about Tusk, and now we know about Arbiter and Rash. So I'm wondering who else are they going to bring to the party. So it's going to be an interesting season coming up.
At this point, they might as well add the entire KI2 roster, because the only person missing from the KI1 roster is Idle.
Yeah, basically. And yeah, we both said that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. And I think it's just going to be Gargus, but the only person missing is Tusk now, right? So Tusk and Gargus, that's it.
Tusk and his awesome theme music.
Yes, the theme music and Stonehenge. We must have
Stonehenge. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, with those two coming back, that'll make the game feel more, I guess. I don't want to say complete, but it'll make it feel, especially for me, it'll make me feel like that, because I'm an old school fan. So
yeah, if they're trying to make this a big flashback of everything that made the series cool, I hope they're paying attention to what happened to Smash Brothers. I hope they're paying attention that, like, look, that stuff brings people in, man. Like Cloud.
Bayonetta.
Like really? Yeah, that stuff does. It brings people in.
Because people had started saying they don't even play it anymore, and then all of a sudden Ryu shows up.
Yep, that's it.
Now then Cloud shows up. If you don't believe me, watch Maximilian Dude's Cloud reaction video.
Oh boy, he was about to cry.
Yeah,
He was about to cry. He was like, "How in the?" He said, "What did he say? How in the dick?"
yeah. How did Nintendo pull this off? Yeah. I mean, dude, that's the thing. I mean, you do it right, and you'll bring people in. So give them a couple of surprises.
And this, you already have the people that are playing this. You have the cheapskates, the people that I have an Xbox One. It's free. I'm downloading it. Yeah. You have the hardcore group of fighters who were gonna buy this anyway because they probably buy every fighting game to see if they can get in. They probably bought the $400 joystick that I refuse to purchase. They then you have the fans, the people that followed it when it was a Williams Midway Nintendo property, and they are going to continue going over. I would be one of those as well as the fighting game person, but I just don't want to buy the joystick.
I ain't buying that joystick, man. Hell no.
Nah, not going to do that. But there's that group of people, and then you have the regular user base of the Xbox community, which is Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, maybe Splinter Cell, and Halo. They sign into their Xbox and they see this game. It's free for one. That's going to get them to look.
Yeah.
And there has to be something else that's an anchor there, which is why I'm glad the whole Arbiter thing showed up towards the end of this trailer. They've got to get people into this franchise. This is a Microsoft franchise now.
Yeah,
they need to start honoring it and saying, you know what, look, we're gonna bring in all the old school rare people from this thing. We might have Conker show up and just say some effed up stuff whenever you hit somebody real hard. Just something.
You know what? Now that you mention that, I would at least put him in the background.
Yeah, just have
I would have put him in the background
like
and
a poster or
him
something.
talking shit.
Yeah, or just have like the TV show playing on the screen or something. Just anything. Just anything to just kind of like say, hey, look, this is a fangasm of rare proportions. So if you like Rare Replay or you like any of those games or whatever, you'll make the connection and say, that Count von Saberwolf was in the Saberwolf game on the Sinclair Spectrum, right? That kind of stuff. Those fans would appreciate that. And it's in my opinion, if people want to continue to make the argument that the vast majority of gamers are, say, age 35 and older, then that's what you need to target. If that's the case, if that's really true, I'm tending to think it's more around the 18 to 25 range, and it'll continue to stay that way because people evolve, and gamers in that age range tend to be the big target because if they don't buy the games, people buy them for them.
Yep.
Instead of the other ages, people get more responsibility. They don't have time. So even me as a gamer, I don't have enough time to buy and play all these. And even then, I still have backlogs. So if they cater to that age, and understand that we can bring back old stuff and make it cool again, and make it cool and make sure that it's cool to a person of that age range that can at least gauge a reference that it was something that was around before their time, then that'll be cool enough. Like I can get like old school Pong references and Custer's Revenge and all that other kind of stuff, even though when those games came out I was much younger. Mm-hmm. But I still played them at some point, so I understand the reference for that time frame. Even though I was younger, I understood what was going on then, and I understood why those were cool back then. Whereas if a person with the same mindset, 10 or 15 years younger than me, plays something that we played during our prime, say the original Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, all that other kind of stuff or whatever, then maybe they might be able to appreciate it the same way. So I think that the whole Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct versus Street Fighter rivalry in the 90s, if they start, painting some of that stuff across the game, or, just throwing little digs here and there, that might be some stuff that fans can remember and take back and appreciate. And if they do that, it's all about gaining more fans to me, because if they gain more fans and more people buy the game, which means I'll be able to continue playing it.
Yep.
And that's what's important to me. That means I can play a game that I like. And this game, I don't know about you, but when I first saw this game, I was like disgruntled at first until they came out with the classic costumes. Then I was good.
I hated the way it looked.
Yeah, I thought it was horrible.
I despised the way it looked, because especially Jago. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
so the character designs were pissing me off until, like you said, they showed the retro. And I think it was because Double Helix at the time was not that great of a developer.
Yeah, studio, yeah, they were unproven.
Yeah, and so I'm like, you gonna give them this? I'm like, you made me wait all these years, and you gonna give them to them?
Yeah, and the reason why they gave it to him is for obvious reasons, was because they actually made the netcode work for the Street Fighter game they did on the 360 when they ported Street Fighter 2 and Super Turbo to Xbox 360. Yeah. So that's probably why they picked them. But now that they got everything running, they don't need them there anymore. They can have them work on other games or whatever. But when I saw that, and I saw how ugly it looked to me, but then I saw it in motion when they were playing, I was like, that's still Killer Instinct. It's a little fast. It's kind of like it's got some parts of Street Fighter 4 in it, but that's Killer Instinct. Like the sound, the impact of hits, the rhythm of the combo system, it was Killer Instinct. And I'm like, okay, I'm jaded, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And I love it. I can't.
I will say I enjoyed season 2 a little bit more than I did season 1, but it's still fun to play. It's still a hell of a lot of fun to play.
I have never. It's been the last time that I've been in a situation where I fight somebody, they completely destroy me, and I'm like, I'll play them one more time. I haven't been that way in a fighting game since, hell, if it wasn't Smash, it was, I can't, probably Killer Instinct 2. I don't know of another. No, I'm sorry. Soul Calibur 2.
Okay.
That was the last time when I could get completely dusted, and I'm like, another quarter. Yeah. You have fun. If you have fun getting destroyed in a game, it's probably a good game. Yeah,
that is true. I can attest to that.
Kind of like Xenoblade, but we'll do another podcast about that.
Yeah. that podcast will be coming soon. But I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to it. If anything, on their next system, hopefully they'll give us, instead of doing seasons, they'll actually give us a straight up $60 KI4.
And I'm with it. And you can add whatever DLC you want to it. I don't care.
I'll get it. I'll complain, but I'll get it.
Yep. Because I know it's a full effort from the ground up. You've already learned to work all the kinks out in this game. Mm-hmm. So I'm eager actually.
And that's your launch title, Phil. I just gave you a launch title.
Yep. So don't fuck it up, Microsoft.
Yeah, we just gave you a launch title. So I mean, but that's gonna do it for this little quick thoughts on season 3 of Killer Instinct. Check us back. We're gonna have probably some more discussions, especially Xenoblade related and fighting game related in general.
Yep.
Shadowfox, anything you want to pimp?
I got a Shadowcast video that'll be coming up probably in another I want to say if not in a couple of hours, in the next day. So it'll be up. Also I'll put up some Killer Instinct videos of myself. Killer Instinct 2 and the Killer Instinct Season 2. I'll be doing some more combo theory videos because there are some interesting things that I've been seeing regarding behavior of the way people play the game online nowadays, and how I tend to manipulate that. So you'll see a couple of videos from me here and there, and I'm gonna be online, and hopefully we can get some more of this Killer Instinct footage. And when Kenmu comes out, we'll make a video of that too and put it up.
Yep. Especially when Tusk come out, because I need to make sure that they put that theme music in.
Yes. So, we'll make an entire YouTube video of just the soundtrack of that stage.
Yeah. Just for that. But we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Later, fools.